Episode title, Fading Welcome, The Plight of Rohingya Refugees in Malaysia. Intro music, midnight to 0:30. Host, welcome to Global Insights, a podcast exploring the human stories behind the headlines. I'm your host, Naim. Today, we're shining a light on the Rohingya refugees from Myanmar who have sought safety in Malaysia, only to find their welcome wearing thin. Joining me is, guest Naim, a human rights expert with extensive knowledge on the Rohingya crisis. Welcome to the show. Segment 1, Introduction to the Rohingya Crisis, 0:30 to 5 o'clock. Host, for those who may not be familiar, can you briefly explain the background of the Rohingya refugee crisis? Guest, the Rohingya are a Muslim minority group from Myanmar, who have faced decades of persecution and violence. In 2017, a military crackdown forced over 700,000 Rohingya to flee to neighboring Bangladesh. Many others have sought refuge in countries like Malaysia, where they hope to find safety and dignity. Segment 2, The Situation in Malaysia, 5 to 10 o'clock. Host, so, what's the current situation like for Rohingya refugees in Malaysia? Guest, unfortunately, their welcome has worn thin. Many Rohingya face harassment, detention, and deportation. The Malaysian government has not officially recognized them as refugees, leaving them without access to basic rights like education, healthcare, and employment. They live in constant fear of arrest and exploitation. Segment 3, Humanitarian Concerns, 10 to 1500 hours. Host, what are some of the humanitarian concerns surrounding the Rohingya refugees in Malaysia? Guest, the lack of access to basic services has led to a range of problems, including poor living conditions, limited access to healthcare, and a significant risk of human trafficking. Women and children are particularly vulnerable, with many forced into early marriage or exploitation. Conclusion, 15 to 1600 hours. Host, it's clear that the Rohingya refugees in Malaysia are facing a desperate situation. What can be done to address their plight? Guest, the international community must pressure the Malaysian government to recognize the Rohingya as refugees and provide them with protection and basic rights. We also need to support local organizations working to provide humanitarian aid and advocacy for the Rohingya community. Outro music, 16 to 16:30. Host, thank you for joining us on this episode of Global Insights. The Rohingya refugees in Malaysia deserve our attention and support. We'll continue to follow their story and provide updates in future episodes.